Hi everybody, this is Battlefield 5 and I'm going to show you quickly the visual settings so you can balance between how good you want your game to look and how well you want it to perform. So to get to these settings, from the main menu, hit More, hit Options, go to the right to Video, and boom, here are your basic settings. We'll get to the advanced stuff later. It's recommended by a lot of Battlefield players if you want like the most cleanest, fastest performing, easiest to see, it's recommended you turn these 4 settings off. Chromatic aberration, for example, creates that sort of blur, reflected light effect on buildings, which a lot of people don't like. There was a lot of complaints about that when Battlefield 1 came out. I actually like it because it gives it that Battlefield look. If you turn all of these off, it looks like you're playing Black Ops 4. And I think Battlefield V or 5 is far more beautiful, and this helps that to be. One other interesting note here is you can change the colors of the HUD markers. So for example, you can put on this one and you can change your squad colors, normally green, but these are some nice colorblind settings. But what's interesting here is you can customize everything. You go to the very end, hit custom, and you can choose exactly what color, using color codes, you want each thing on the HUD to be. We're going to go back to default though. Yeah, off. And go to advanced. This is where you're going to be able to have a real impact on performance. The first thing is the DirectX 12. If you go over here and turn it on, and if you support that, you get way better performance. They say it's not going to give you an in-game benefit, but better performance is better. If you have a monitor that supports HDR or a TV that does, you can put on this. Of course, you can lock your frame rate. I put mine to 144 because that's what my monitor can support. These things can help with performance as well a little bit. So, for example, this one, if you turn it on, it kind of smoothens out the gameplay, but you might get some more lag. So if you turn it off, you might get the, more responsive movements, but you might lose a little bit of performance. So I just leave it on for now. VSync, same thing, locks the frame rate to what your full screen can do. But down here is where you get to your basic quality settings. So this just depends on your preferences and what your PC can handle. I use custom because some things I don't find as important. If you cycle through each one, just hover over it, tells you what they do. So obviously having higher textures, I have mine at the absolute maximum. That does reduce performance. So if you really want to, if you're maybe you don't have the best video card and you want this thing to run silky smooth, just knock this down. You got 4 options to choose from. But this game is very well optimized. I'm running a 1070 and it runs perfect with these settings. Textures, same thing. Lighting. Note the ones that say performance. So here you go. You put the effects higher, obviously with the destruction effects, the lighting effects, the particle effects, especially when it comes to destruction and stuff like that. That's going to reduce performance. Meshes as well. Terrain, if you put more detail there, it's going to reduce performance. So you lower that, you get a little more polygonal look, but that's fine. This, again, same thing. This affects performance. And anti-aliasing, big time, always. And this one. HBAO offers the highest quality, but comes at the highest cost. So I turn this thing straight up off, and anti-aliasing I put to low. But even with these settings, as high as these are, putting these two like off and low, not even noticeable. But if you're getting a good performance gain from these two at the bottom, that's what you want to do. So that's a quick look at the basic and advanced video features that comes with the PC version of Battlefield 5. They give you full control over really everything, and I do like that little nice touch of being able to fully customize the colors of all the HUD indicators in game for both preferences and for colorblind. So hopefully that helps. We'll get a post up on screenrant.com with this stuff included.